Hey friends, Ryan Giffin here from Nazarene Archives. Good to connect with you today in this way. This is the Archives. This is our area here at the Global Ministry Center in Lenexa, Kansas, USA. And we're just going to show you around just a little bit up here, and then we will take a little walk and a little drive to our off-site storage that we refer to as the caves, and that is where almost all of our materials are housed. So if you were to call or to email the archives asking to see some sort of a item that we have, it's probably stored down there. We retrieve it and we bring it up here for processing, and that's how we get it out. So if you want to just walk with me, I'll just show you around here. This is our archives research room, and we often will receive and host scholars who will come by, and they will do research here in the archives. We have just about every book that Nazarene Publishing House has ever published throughout its history here, and a lot of other resources related to Wesleyan theology, the holiness movement, Wesleyan history, Methodist history. So it's a nice, rich resource area for scholars to come and do research, and really just anybody who would be interested in this kind of research can come and visit us. So this is one room that we have. We have several other rooms as well. Two primarily up here that we use besides our office space. This room over here is our audio-visual room, and beyond documents we have several things that we have in our collection that are of an audiovisual variety, plenty of materials that are on DVD, CD, VHS, even some of our older technology. So this is one room where we can look at that and process it. We do a lot of scanning on here. Digitization is a big thing for us these days, and so trying to get as much as we can up and online is part of what this room functions as for us. And then right over here next to the AV room is our mini stack room. This is our room that has materials up here that can be easily accessed, quickly accessed, and whenever we're processing a collection that we receive from someone, it usually starts here with just putting things in folders and filing and things of that nature. And now we will take a little trip to our off-site storage. All right, so now we're going to head down to our off-site storage that we refer to as the Cave Stack Room. It's about a mile away from the Global Ministry Center. So let's go. From a historical perspective, as we aim to preserve the history of the church and tell the story of the history of the Church of the Nazarene, having these artifacts around for much longer than the rest of us will be around is really, really important to us. So it's a very ideal place to have these things, and it's fun to visit. So we're going to take you for a visit to the cave. Materials constantly coming in and out. We get materials every day from all over the world, literally. Folks that send us all kinds of material related to the 100th anniversary of their local church, or to the passing of a minister, all kinds of things that just different celebrations that take place, and they wonder if maybe we would have an interest in receiving that material as we document the history of the church for the long haul, and often we do. Some material we can't keep, but as you can see, a lot of material we can keep. So what we have in here are several thousand cubic feet of material from literally every era of the church. We have documents relating to the founding of the Church of the Nazarene in Los Angeles in 1895, up until materials that we received just last week. Here, let me just show you one thing that we have pulled already here. This is typically kept in one of our acid-free boxes. If I can find it here, I'll do that. This is it. So what we have here is, this is the ordination certificate of Phineas F. Brzee. Phineas Brzee was our first general superintendent and was the principal founder of the Church of the Nazarene. And this is his ordination certificate as a deacon in the Methodist Episcopal Church. This is from 1859, I believe. So it's 160-ish years old, and it's preserved here in Nazarene Archives. It's been here for a long time. We also have Brzee's elder certificate that he received just 2 years later. And as you can see, these certificates are kind of showing their age. They've been around for a long time. But we are really, just really proud to have these in our collection. And researchers can access these if they go through the proper channels. We'll be glad to show them these certificates. But these are just two of the really valuable things that we have here at Nazarene Archives. This is box number 1. It's actually labeled 1 on the top of the box, and it just goes all the way down. So these numbers here kind of indicate where we're at. So there's 65. There's a box behind each box too. So if you get to the end of this aisle, you come up to box number 277, and 278 is actually behind it. And then it picks up right here, and you snake back around this way. So it just goes all the way through. And if someone requests to access any of our materials, this is often where we'll come to grab those materials for them and allow them to use them for whatever research purposes they may have.